Hey, hey, hey.
Hey
Hey,
there.
everyone. How you doing out there? Listen, I am back for round number 2 of Around the Table talk show. I just had an awesome time with my guest author, Agnes Timothy, and we talked about My Name is Leah, and I am back with a couple of special guests if I could ever get the other one to come on in. But right now, we are going to move ahead because we are super excited. Today, we launched the book Superb Woman. We launched our anthology, and there were 8 of us doing this together, and it was all God. And so we're super excited. So I'm here with my guest, Pastor Andrea Wright. And if I could get Pastor Yolanda in here, she'll be in here too. But right now, I'm going to go ahead with Pastor Andrea. Listen, let's talk a little bit about the excitement of this book. And
Hmm.
because it's been months we've been writing, it's been months we've been compiling, and now the baby is born, and I'm so excited. Thank you for going on this journey with me and being one of the co-authors of this book. I am so excited and happy that you were a part of this book. So let's just jump into it, and we'll see if we could bring Pastor Yolanda in a little later. The name of the book was Superb Woman, Not Superwoman. And I have had that as my brand for quite a while, probably about 5 years. And I wrote a little workbook called Superb Woman, Not Superwoman, trying to help women to understand that they could take their super cape off. They
Hmm.
don't have to be superwoman. They can relax in life, and they will see how much easier things will come to them. But what I experienced is that as I started to think about what transition with me writing that book, it was when I started to realize all the things that I had taken on to make me superwoman. And I
Hmm.
had lost a sense of who I really was. And so, taking off the cape, I now felt that I have arrived to this place of being better, being superb. And I wanted to take some women on this same journey with me of what transitions they may have experienced and had gone through to get to
Hmm.
this point. So I just want to sit and talk with you for a little while tonight about your participation in the book, because we are going to be on for about 10 minutes because we're not spilling all the beans. They are
Okay.
going to support us by purchasing this book. So let's just talk. How did you get involved in this project?
Well, I got involved in this project by invitation, by connecting with you and looking at how you move. You are so hands on and active and involved. And so it really challenged me because I had fallen into a severe place of complacency, sitting on my gifts, sitting on my talent, letting a little bit out here and there, but really sitting back. So when I connected with you, it was like a full on pull, fast forward. So this project has really I would say it's just relit the spark that was dying out.
That's
So yeah,
good.
I'm so very grateful.
That's good. That's what we're supposed to do. We're
That's
supposed to ignite fires in others, because there's someone that ignites a fire in me. Every time I listen to my mom, Apostle Cynthia Thompson, I
mm,
get ignited and I am ready to go to the next place and the next level. And I believe that that's what I need to do with women. And
yeah,
so let's talk a little bit. I'm still playing around with trying to get Pastor Yolanda in, so you may see it popping. We're just talking.
sure.
Tell me a little bit about the process for you of writing this book.
The process for me was I had to take a moment and look back over the years. I had to look back at how did I get to this place and why am I being so complacent? And it is because I had forgotten, like you said, I've heard you say before, forgotten who I was, forgotten about the gifts and the talents and the original intent of my gifts and talents. So I had to go back and do a little research on myself and look at some things that I had forgotten about and reach back and pull them back into action.
Yes, yes. That's the only way you're going to become a superb woman, by
Yes,
going back and being responsible to
yes,
correct and make some things different than how you approached them before in the past. And
right.
the experience of writing this book for me was the first time ever working with a publishing company, because all
Mm,
my books that I have ever done have always been self-published, but I
wow.
wanted somebody else's input. I wanted somebody else's point of view, because I know that this book, Superb Woman, is going to change people's lives when they read the stories of all 8 of the authors that are within this
Yes.
book. And as we release this book today, I released it with such joy, such comfort, and
Mm,
such pleasure. I don't have a picture of the book or anything up here. I didn't want to do that. I
right.
just want you all to know that the book is out. It's called
Yeah.
Superb Woman, Not Superwoman. You can go on any of our pages. Let me tell you, there are five reasons. Let me pull this up here. 5 reasons why you want to have this book. One, it is going to make you think deeper.
Mm,
2, it is going to help you fix some of your sister's crumbs. Number 3, it is going to bring healing
mm,
to your lives. Number 4, you are not going to want to put it down once you start reading these chapters. And
mhm.
number 5, you're going to be elevated from that place that you were at, just existing as a superwoman with a cape on, and you're going to discover the superb woman that's in you. And so that's 5 reasons why you want this book. And we have 8 women that have gone on this journey, each of them with their own story to tell
Mhm.
in their own way. But we all came together and it became one book. So let's tell them a little bit about your experience working with a publisher.
Well, this is my first time working with the publisher ever. It's not the first time that I've sat down and tried to create a book or tell my story, but this was challenging because it put me in a place where now I need to be okay with presenting myself and being okay with critique, being okay with instruction, being, and that's something when you isolate yourself and you've been in the back for a long time, you get used to your own voice, your own instructions, your own critique. So you become this superwoman, this one man band, so to speak. But this challenged me to be open with myself and to be
Yes.
open to more instruction and criticism. My husband and I have that conversation all the time. He says, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you because I've been Superwoman for years. So
Yes.
now this has really helped me to be able to stand up and say, okay, even so, sometimes I don't quite listen all the time. I'm learning. It's helped me to be open to allow others to look at what I'm doing and say, it's okay or it's not, and be okay with the constructive criticism. So
Yeah.
I've been.
And yeah, Pastor Andrea, a long time ago, I kind of shifted that for me because I didn't take criticism very well. So I now call it constructive support.
That's
That
good.
they're giving me constructive support because nobody really likes to feel like they're being criticized. And I
Right.
think that I receive it better when I think that you're supporting me. So I
Yeah.
call it constructive support.
I
And
like
so
that.
that's been really good. Well, what I want to do right now is I just really want to talk about the launch of this book for the next 2 minutes because we're going to get right off of here.
Sure.
Listen, I want to let you know that all 8 of us that wrote this book, that we need and want to sell 50 books in our pre-launch. We
Yeah.
entered into pre-launch today and we'll
Mhm.
be in pre-launch for the next 3 weeks. So we're asking you to support us. Go on Facebook and you
Yeah.
will see the banners of all these ladies and just select whichever one that you want to buy from. Click
Mhm.
on their link and get the book. The book is $24.95.
Mhm.
Okay, which includes your shipping. All
Yes.
we're asking you to do is make sure that if you use Cash App, to please make sure you put your address in there. If you use any of the other forms of payment, your address will automatically show up. We want to, in 3 weeks, each of us want to be able to sell 50 of these books and get them out to you. We are excited about the content. We are excited about
Yes.
what the women have written. And tomorrow I am going to be doing something with each person's book, because what I am going to do is I'm going to ask each person to release the title of their book tomorrow, because I want you to be intrigued. I want you to know, I want you to hear what it is you're going to be experiencing as you read these books. My introduction today was, I contemplated on how to get away with murder. That was my introduction to my launch. I contemplated on how to get away with murder. I promise you that if you support each of these authors, you are going to get something from each of them that is going to help you to understand that you are definitely a superb woman, that we will fix your crowns, we will straighten your crowns, and that you don't have to do this by yourself. Take your superwoman cape off. You no longer have to perform for anyone. You no longer have to be a superwoman. You can be a superb woman in
Yes.
everything that you do. It's on you, Pastor Andrea.
I want to encourage everyone to please support. I'm telling you, this book, this compilation, this group of women is such a profound group of women, in that we've each opened ourselves up. First, we had to get to know one another. In our writing and our creative process, we got to share who we are with one another. And as we did that, we began to understand each other's stories. And then as we understand each other, we have decided to gather and make sure that our stories are in book format, so that you can read and that you can realize that you are not alone. You are not going through what you're going through by mistake or accident. Everything you've experienced has been for a reason. And that reason is to not only make you better, but to make those women and other people that you're connected to better as a result of what you've been able to survive. So I'm thankful for the process. I'm thankful for the product. And I can't wait to get it out into everyone's hands and see book clubs begin to form as a
There
result
you
of this
go.
book.
Yes, and I am super excited about 2023, our book launch that we're going to do. We're going to go on tour with the book. It's going to be fantastic what is planned. God is breathing on this project. And so we want you to go ahead and support us in this product. So when you see this purple page pop up in your Facebook with these different women that are saying Superbwoman, not Superwoman, please go out and support this project. So Pastor Pastor Andrea, listen,
Yeah.
I'm a little tired. I'm tongue tied because I'm tired.
Right.
I believe that every person that is going to buy this book is going to recognize and realize after reading it that they're truly superb and that they're royalty and they no longer have to live in those things of the past that tried to destroy them. So we're going to keep
Absolutely.
on moving.
Hmm.
I'd like you to tell them the website where they can actually go find the book.
You
Zero.
can find this book on the Shiro Publishing Company's website. That is shiropublishing.com/compilation dash authors dash number two and the backslash right after that. Go there. You'll see us all pop up, these beautiful women. You'll see our names, and you can click on any name down at the bottom of that screen and purchase this book. Don't delay. I'm telling you, these books are going to be a hot commodity in the next 48 hours, and you don't want to be left out. So go there and purchase your book.
Come on, join Superbwoman,
Yes.
not Superwoman. Thank you so
Yes.
much for your support of helping us to get this book out. Thank
Yes.
you,
Thank you for
Pastor
having me.
Andrea, for joining me tonight. And we will
Absolutely.
talk more about this book in the near future.
Absolutely.
Ta ta.
Ta ta.